Welcome mates, I'm BloodThirstyLord, by Incoming Lordy, and today we're back on Warhammer 40K Darktide, with a new update highlighting 2 new maps or missions in the game, and the situation of your beta progress carrying to full release, alongside how the reviews for Darktide have changed from negative to mostly positive, and we're discussing the overall state of Darktide. So you mates do not want to miss out on this video. Make sure to click the subscribe button and also the bell notification button with all notifications on to keep up to date, and also press that join button to become a member on the channel. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. In the most recent update, we had a lot of changes implemented, being that of cosmetics, movement changes, and materials and the crafting system. And those changes do directly impact the gameplay experience in Darktide overall and the quality of life in a positive direction. And if you mates want to see a full breakdown of those changes, make sure to check out our previous video when you get more information about those set changes. But something that we didn't see in that patch notes was the new missions. Where were they? What are they? And are they even fun? The most important part about any gaming experience is it fun. We played one of those new missions today on a new map, and that was really enjoyable. But the definition of these aspects being new map or new mission, essentially what ends up occurring, it's like a map, and then imagine puzzle pieces, things change depending on the mission you're in. In this case, they're technically new missions on maps that we had previously, but opening new pathways into new areas that we didn't get to explore prior to this, which genuinely makes it interesting to be playing in those environments. And you mates are currently witnessing that new mission being the Consignment Yard HL1736 mission on the Metal Fab 36. So that's the mission there. That is one of the new ones. And another new one that came out was the Hab Draco, I believe, on the Transit Hub HL1611 Chasm Terminus. That's the other mission, and I've only seen that at Damnation at the moment, so I'm guessing it's not locked to Damnation, but my RNG has been low, so I haven't done that yet. So I'm waiting for it to appear on Heresy or Malice at most. But those are the 2 new maps or 2 new missions that are available in the game currently. Give it a go, enjoy the experience, and have fun, because that's the most important part. And tell us your experience of those 2 new missions when you get the chance in the comment section down below. I'd love to know. And if your mates are having difficulty completing a certain run at a high difficulty or a penance challenge, make sure to join our Discord. We have amazing mates there willing to support each other in order to become the best in Darktide. So make sure to join our Discord, link in the description below. And the beta progression from preload beta, will it carry over? Will it fall on the same demise as closed beta? No. It's been promised by Fat Shark that the possibility of carrying your progression into the full release is there. The possibility is now confirmed as a 100% chance of occurrence. So all that hard work grinding for cosmetics, getting certain characters to max level will carry over, and that is great to see, because if it went the other way around, I would have been greatly shocked by Fat Shark for doing such a thing. Because right now, the preload beta is so close to full release, it's pretty much at the same time. It'll just clock over to the full release. That is pretty much the same game, but more content will be available on day 1 of the full release. So something to keep in mind. So I feel like a progression should carry over, and I'm glad to see that occurring. And let's discuss the reviews of Darktide. Such a crucial aspect of any game is the reviews. Are the reviews good by reviewers? And also, are those reviews reflected by the audience that are playing the game or have tested it through Steam? Those 2 metrics are very important, and right now, from a game that had negative or mixed reviews on Steam, it has changed to mostly positive, and that is crazy. I think there's around 12,000 votes for mostly positive for the game of Darktide, Warhammer 40K Darktide, and that is amazing. I personally enjoy this game quite a lot. It does have some weaknesses, and it does have a lot of strengths. One thing we could say, and all the mates could say, it's a good game with bad performance, and that is the most truest review for this game. The concept, the designs, the characters, the classes, the gameplay, the loop, the functionality of everything is amazing. I don't think I've met one person say, oh, I get bored of this, or it's kind of annoying here, it's tedious, it's glitchy. Maybe glitchy to a certain degree due to the fact of bad performance. Performance issues are here, and they're trying to fix through it as quickly as possible. From the issues that came from the first release of preload beta and closed beta, they've been trying to fix that stuff for the day 1 release officially. So I hope for this to be eradicated, because I feel like that is the biggest issue of the game. I've had no other issues except for crashing, except for bad performance being optimization, and alongside that, possible DCs. When it comes to server stability, I join a match, I'm playing my match, I'm getting to the very end, have the grimoires, completing the difficulty on Malice or Heresy, and then at the very end of wasting around 20-30 minutes, it just disconnects me and I can't reconnect back because of error code 2003 or 4008. I remember those error codes, they ingrained in my mind because I hate seeing that code on my screen when I'm trying to reconnect, because those codes won't allow you to reconnect to the game. But I can personally say this is one of my favorite multiplayer games of the year, for the year of 2022, due to the fact of having so much updates and support. I'm hoping this is a prolonged thing that happens after post-launch as well, not just through the pre-launch aspect, because the pre-full release experience of the beta and how they actually are trying to target certain things through these stress tests of implementations of systems, being crafting systems, new maps, new missions, new weapons, new cosmetics, and be able to test it with the audience, but also have a lot of juicy content from the first day, because I played closed beta, there was a lot of stuff there already, and I put 50 hours in there. Now I'm putting an additional another 50 hours in this variant of the preload beta, and then that will carry over to full release, and the full release will have much more content. I'm just surprised how much is going on with Fat Shark when it comes down to Darktide. Just a lot of content being added into the game, feels like a juicy game to play, and it just feels fun and enjoyable. I feel like all the mates are having the exact same experience as well, that you can play this game at any time and have fun. And especially if you need a party, make sure to join our Discord. We have amazing mates there that can even make it more fun, because you get to play with a couple of mates, enjoy the experience, complete certain difficulties, challenges. It can be such a fun time playing Darktide. And that is why I enjoy the game and see the game having a great future, due to the fact that these updates are coming out so quickly, sometimes a day or two between each update is insane to me. Any other game that has done updates prior to this haven't done this amount of updates so quickly, with reactions to feedback instantaneously from the community that are enjoying their game. So I'm glad to see this. I want this to be carried over into full release and keep that aspect going through post-launch, have the same mindset, fix stuff, balance stuff, new additions, new classes, new weapons, new anything. I'm down for it. I'm so excited for the future of Darktide. But let's check out some other comments by the mates on Steam and see what their thoughts are about Darktide. The first review highlights, yep, it's good, really challenging melee them up as a 4-member team, but there's also gunplay. This game is hard, and at least beyond the first couple of difficulties, it requires a team synergy with the rhythm of combat and consumables. And especially on those high difficulties being Heresy and Damnation, having the right consumables means so much, but also the right synergy and the way your team plays together is so vital in order to succeed at those missions. And the next Steam review highlights, Darktide has been so much fun to play, and the enemy variety is great, and the thought that went into the individual designs of specials, etc. is mind-boggling. The gameplay loop is addicting. I find myself having so much fun cutting a body, sway through hordes or heretics and poxwalkers. The game hasn't had too many debilitating issues for me either, which keeps me immersed whilst I'm playing. I would highly recommend you and your friends play this. You'll have hours of fun, 9 out of 10. I can agree, it's just fun and it's enjoyable. The atmosphere, the environments, the character designs of your classes and the enemy variety is just really fun in order to enjoy that experience and be fully immersed as you're playing Darktide. So 100% agree with this. And with anything, there's always good reviews and negative reviews. So let's jump into one of those. Crashes constantly, if not crashing, disconnects from hub or match regularly, if not disconnecting, a lot of stuttering and frame drops. It's good when it works, but often you encounter one of the previous issues mentioned, if not all of them, in a single play session. And I agree. How can I disagree with this? It's impossible. It does happen. I know they're trying to address it. They are fixing it. It is way better from closed beta experience to now, but sometimes when they fix new stuff with updates, other things start occurring and it just breaks another part of the game and it starts crashing there. So I understand this review and it does happen till this day, but it's much less than what it was before, and I feel like as we get closer to full release, if they do address this even further and more, and make sure that it doesn't crash at all, it will obviously lead to the better experience, which matches the intended intent of Darktide. And the next negative review highlights no solo play with bots, and no private play with a mate. Randoms join, randoms storm ahead, randoms prevent you from exploring, and just enjoying the game at your pace, randoms steal everything before you get to it, and randoms I leave to get captured and stay captured when they ultimately fail from charging in. Been saying this for years in games, other people ruin video games. Okay, interesting perspective, but there is solo play with bots. It does exist. I don't think private play exists at the moment. Could exist at full release. The pacing of the game does change for being able to explore a new map with players or by being solo. That is 100% guaranteed. Stealing everything, what is there to be stolen? Any materials are stolen are shared. Any resources are shared. Any objectives are shared for match XP towards the end. And the only thing you can get stolen is ammo and nades. That's something that's going to drive you crazy. Well, be it. At that point, there's nothing to fix that. But at the same time, ultimately, you're not helping the team in any way. So you're just discouraging the idea of team play at all costs by letting them do whatever they want. If they die, not reviving them at all. And then if they want to get rescued, not doing that as well. So other people ruin games? Yeah, but I think you do. That's the sad reality behind that. And the funny part about this review, you can put it towards any game, put it towards Rust, Halo Infinite, Gotham Knights, and it just seemed like it fits in that type of review comment section. just seems so universal and doesn't really target Darktide as much, and at this point just try to have fun and you'll achieve it with whatever game you're playing. But that is the state of Warhammer 40k Darktide. The reviews from Steam reviews, my own thoughts and impressions about the state of the game, and alongside that, the changes that happen today with the new maps added in, the new missions, and then just the new content. And I personally see Darktide having such a great future ahead. And if you mates want to keep up with the Darktide content on the channel, make sure you are hitting the like button and hitting that subscribe button to keep up to date with our content. But mates, tell me your opinions or thoughts in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts about Darktide, the pros or cons? Tell us in the comment section down below. And what did you enjoy about this video? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, mates, it's a pleasure to have you guys on the channel as we go through this, and I'll catch you mates next time. Bye. Road to 200k subscribers. Let's get it, mates.